This week on Life in the Park, Minnetonka Boulevard is open again. City Council considers a regulation of food and beverage packaging. Stephs celebrates 40 years, plus more news you can use.
Welcome to this week's edition of Life in the Park. I'm Scott Smith. In our cover story, Park TV's Reg Dunlap stopped by at the dedication of a new playground at Blackstone Park, which was designed with input from the neighborhood. That's coming up. But first, here's news you can use. After 7 months, Minnetonka Boulevard over Highway 100 in St. Louis Park reopened to motorists and pedestrians October 8th. The original bridge, constructed in the 1930s, was torn down in March of this year, making way for the expansion of Highway 100. A grand reopening celebration was held prior to traffic actually crossing the bridge.
After 7 months of closure, we finally opened tonight the Minnetonka Boulevard Bridge over Highway 100. This, of course, represents significant progress in this project. It represents really a connection that was made before, but we've reconnected. We've reconnected our communities, we've reconnected the people of the communities, and we've reconnected the economy as well with the businesses in the communities.
Everyone passing through the city of St. Louis Park, we're building a long-term successful future in our transportation system. And I was reminded as I was driving from the West Metro this evening to get here that there is that pain of disruption as I was slowly crawling through traffic. But nevertheless, it reminded me that transportation projects are truly critical for the future of our city, for our long-term success, both in the traveling public, our economic development, and it certainly excites me for future projects that we have coming up, like Southwest Light Rail in just a few years.
Ramps from Minnetonka Boulevard to southbound 100 on the west side won't open until the summer of 2016 because work is still taking place on the west side of 100 in that area. Lest you think your commuting woes are over, the Highway 7 segment closes October 10th. Highway 7 road closure will start east of Wooddale and end at Beltline. Motorists will be detoured to Excelsior Boulevard and Louisiana to bypass the closure. The highway will reopen to motorists in the fall of 2016. The Highway 7 bridge over Highway 100 will not be removed until the spring of 2016, so Cedar Lake Regional Trail users will get Highway 7 all to themselves. In late October, the Cedar Lake Regional Trail over Highway 100 will close until spring 2016. During the closure, trail users will be directed to Highway 7 over Highway 100 and routed back to the trail. For more info and to sign up for MnDOT's email alerts, visit mndot.gov/metro/projects/Highway 100 SLP. The St. Louis Park City Council is considering regulation of food and beverage packaging in the city, which would affect polystyrene and other packaging products. After discussion of the topic and hearing from an expert panel of industry representatives and interested stakeholders, city staff prepared a draft ordinance. The draft ordinance requires that licensed food establishments use reusable, recyclable, or compostable packaging for food and beverages that are prepared and served on-site or taken to go. The draft ordinance was presented to the City Council at a study session August 10th this year. The City Council now wants to hear from residents, business owners, and others who are interested in this topic and who would like to provide feedback on the proposed draft ordinance regulating food and beverage packaging. Attend a public listening session Monday, October 12th at 5:30 p.m. in the Council Chambers at St. Louis Park City Hall, 5005 Minnetonka Boulevard. This session will be televised live on Park TV 17 and will also be available for viewing after the session. If you're unable to attend the listening session and would like to make your comments part of the public record, please send your comments to Kayla Fisher, Solid Waste Program Coordinator at kfisher@stlouispark.org. Call 952-924-2183 or mail to 7305 Oxford Street, St. Louis Park, Minnesota 55426. Comments may also be shared via My St. Louis Park at mystlouispark.org. Hey, come celebrate fall with costumes and characters at Westwood's family-friendly Halloween party. Friday, October 16th, 6:30 to 9 p.m., or on Saturday, October 17th, again 6:30 to 9 p.m. Westwood Hills Nature Center, 8300 Franklin Avenue. Each year, the Nature Center is filled with indoor and outdoor games, activities, and theme trails. Visit with friendly animal characters as you walk through the lighted Mother Nature's Trail, or for those who are more adventurous, dare to play mystery mini golf in the dark woods. There is something for everyone, including music and refreshments. Wear your own costume and join the fun. Register now on the city website, stlouispark.org. Click on the Park and Rec tab. It's open to all ages. Children ages 2 and up must pay and be accompanied by a paid adult. The City of St. Louis Park offers an optional program to homeowners that provides low-cost, worry-free warranty protection for sewer lines. The program is provided through the National League of Cities and administered by Service Line Warranties of America. The NLC Service Line Warranty Program offers citizens an affordable way to avoid the unexpected and often large expense involved with a sewer line break. When a line breaks, the cost to repair it can often cause hardship on a family's budget. This program will offer warranty protection to help cover the cost of a break. City of St. Louis Park residents will see offers in their mailboxes soon. The program is offered at no cost to the City of St. Louis Park, and no public funds are used to promote the program. For questions about this service or to enroll, please contact Service Line Warranties of America at 1-866-425-6222 or visit www.slwofa.com. The City Utility Department will be flushing the dead-end fire hydrants starting Thursday, October 15th. This will affect about 80 fire hydrants and should take only 2 days to complete. Crews will be starting north of Minnetonka Boulevard on the 15th, and on the 16th will be doing hydrants south of Minnetonka Boulevard. This process will be mainly on dead-end streets or cul-de-sacs. The flushing is necessary to maintain water quality. The flushing causes a scouring action in the water main that breaks loose mineral deposits and iron sediment from the main. This process may cause a temporary orange tint to the water. The coloring is from the iron and is not harmful, but may cause some staining of clothes. If you have experienced stained clothes, please keep the stained clothes damp. Do not dry your clothes. Call the Utility Department office at 952-924-2562, and they will deliver a product that will remove the stain. If your water is discolored, it's helpful to run your tap water for a few minutes until it runs clear. Maggies Farm Theater presents a radio theater adaptation of the Val Lewton classic horror film, The Cat People. It's the story of a young Serbian woman who falls in love, discovers jealousy, and unleashes an old-world curse she's fought desperately to control. Performances are in the Little Theater at Lenox Community Center, 7 p.m. October 23rd and 24th, and 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. October 30th. Tickets are available at the Lenox office, brown paper tickets online, and at the door. Well, I hope I'm jumping the gun on this next announcement, but perhaps you remember the Halloween blizzard of '91? Well, during the 2015-16 season, the City of St. Louis Park will be using a proactive snow emergency declaration to notify residents that they must remove vehicles from city streets to accommodate snow plowing operations. Here's what you need to know. 3 inches of snow or more will still be the guideline for removing vehicles off the street. However, instead of the snow emergency going into effect at the time 3 inches of snow is observed, the city, using a combination of available forecasts, will declare a snow emergency in advance of the storm. The city will announce snow emergencies on the city website, social media sites, Twitter and Facebook, the winter parking hotline, and the local media. Additionally, you can sign up for Park Alert on the city website, stlouispark.org. Call the 24-hour winter hotline at 952-924-2180, and you can download the app My St. Louis Park. Visit the iTunes or Android store today to download the app. You're invited to Fall in Step at Stephs' 40th anniversary celebration. Come join in to reflect on the last 40 years and look forward to the future. The event will be held at Step 6812 West Lake Street on Thursday, October 22nd from 5 to 7 p.m. with a brief program that starts at 6:15. RSVP are not required but requested at info@stepslp.org or call 952-925-4899. And now to our cover story. Reg Dunlap was at Blackstone Park recently, so let's take a look at the dedication of the new playground at Blackstone Park, which was designed, by the way, with input from the neighborhood.
I am really happy to be here today to dedicate this new park equipment that Blackstone Neighborhood Park has now. The city has a conscientious program where they replace the playground equipment on a regular basis. It was finally Blackstone's turn. You guys were involved in the selection of the equipment. Really looks like fun. I brought my 2-year-old grandson over to enjoy it. You're one of the more active neighborhoods that we have. And one of the strengths of St. Louis Park is the fact that we have strong neighborhood associations, that the community is really engaged in its management, and that's what makes us a strong and vibrant community. So thank you all for being here.
And the old stuff, just to let you, I don't know how many people are aware of, the old equipment isn't just tossed away in a landfill somewhere. It's actually brought to some third world countries which aren't able to have playground equipment, and it's donated, so it's being used again by other kids. So it's being recycled and reused.
Ready? Well, thank you very much and enjoy the equipment.
Thanks, Reg, for this week's cover story. Next week, I'll visit with Stephs' new executive director and his direction for the St. Louis Park Emergency Program's future. Remember, you can keep up to date in the park by visiting our Facebook page at facebook.com/St. Louis Park, or check us out on Twitter at twitter.com/St. Louis Park. So that's it for this week's edition of Life in the Park. Thank you for watching. Join us next week for another edition of Life in the Park right here on Park TV.
Hello, I'm Nate Rosa, Recreation Supervisor with your Rec Minute. Registration for youth basketball has begun. Even though the program does not start until January, we encourage you to register now as space fills fast. We have basketball programs for youth ranging from kindergarten through 7th grade. Teams will be coached by volunteer parents, and if you are interested, please let us know during registration. For more information or to register online, visit our website at www.stlouispark.org or head on down to the Rec Center and register in person. I'm Nate Rosa. We're in touch, so you be in touch.